that your character's known to do better.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You like what your character does, and you push it as far as you possibly can, and I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah, it's interesting like watching how like mid tiers are like perceived mid tiers like become rise to high tiers. But this is a cool set.
But no more mid tiers on the screen now. This is only the tip of the top of the tier list.
These are playing for the prize.
Yeah, these two are playing to win it. That's for sure.
Yeah, we got Tickle back on the in the screen again.
I mean, Tickle's playing Pyra, to be fair, but it's still.
Pyra's pretty strong, but I believe the other player, MOX, you're very much familiar with as a player.
You would be right about that, actually.
No, Tickle Nick. And that's how I died in round 2. It's the same thing.
That is something I am very familiar with, is MOX dying in very hamster death ways.
We
That's happening.
love our hamster death favorite players. It happens to all of us. But the tank players who get hamster death a lot of the time, they have really cool stuff.
Yeah.
I've noticed in the past, like striking out.
Absolutely. I mean, MOX is absolutely a vibes-based player. If she's in her state, if she's feeling like she can move on you, she will pull out all the stalks, like everything. And this is like why, like MOX is like my best friend. I love commentating her sets because she, like I said, she's an incredibly vibes-based player. Lots of crazy things can happen both to her and from her. And it's always a blast. It's so fun.
She's kind of throwing herself at Tickle right now.
She likes that move on down to the side B button. She very much so likes that. Sometimes a little too much, and it's looking like that at the moment.
Is this a timerless game? I just noticed that.
It totally is. What in the hell?
But they're playing so fast that will probably not come up at this time.
I was gonna say, you know what? We live in BC. It might come up at some point, but not in this matchup. That's for sure.
MOX is already on the foul stock. Oh, a little bit. He has some platforms slightly higher than MOX.
Yeah. Also, Pyra is quite skinny. Yes. Characters like that do hurt box shift around moves like that are pretty precise.
Yeah. Good setup. There's a huge blind spot on the vertical on that side B. Good stuff from MOX to find that.
Yeah.
And I think with Diddy comments, you do have ways, and I imagine you've seen MOX do with hitting stuff like nair down air, like crazy like gifts.
Yeah. The neutral is very strong. The punish is very strong. You have some X Factor stuff, but it's not the most consistent. Yeah. But most of like this comeback, if it were to happen, will be from like strong neutral and just like being right a lot and getting into the flow state. But it won't stop MOX from trying to kill you as early as she can anyway. She loves going for that stuff.
She has not been afraid of holding in and just trying to see what happens and play those scrambles.
There's a monkey flip out of the corner. Watch out for those during the set. Those can get very hard punished by Pyra, and like I said before, she is very privy to them.
I like seeing like her like starting to cool off the jets a little bit, grab the banana, go and shield. Remember that fighting against sword characters, Banana's insane because all the core sword characters have technically unsafe quote-unquote moves, but if they space them, like they're super duper like on the clear, Banana covers so much space and you're able to follow up things like that.
And I mean, like, we talked about how Diddy doesn't really have that much X Factor, but against a character like this, and like Pyra, like we were saying before when we were watching Base Mage play Tickle, I mean, the recovery is incredibly exploitable, and Diddy Kong has very good tools about that. The Transcendent Banana, really good, fast, fair, and that F-tilt is something I'd like to mention as well. MOX is an avid user, an avid fan of that F-tilt. Going to be able to catch some really good two-frames, especially on a character like Pyra Mythra.
Anti-air is so clutch in that situation. If you didn't, you were going to probably lose the stock.
Yeah. But she has to win some more interactions to get back in this game.
Okay, Banana in the hands, a good start. Monkey flip off the stage is a little scary.
Great usage of the up B to make it back to center right away, though. Using the banana to force him into a position where he can't really contest it.
But you're alive? Okay.
We are alive.
Careful, careful. The side B does extend a little bit at the end, but barely outside of range. Good stuff. Ooh, ledge cancel. We're getting a little bit fancy out here. I like how MOX was playing way more evasive before. I recognize that was only getting hits, like by like throwing herself in.
Absolutely. Just find the up air in the end, but the adjustments were definitely there. I mean, that game started off so quickly as a looking like it was gonna be a 3-stock, and also she did die at 10%.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be in a position here where I'm fearing for MOX, really.
Yeah.
She is going to settle into the set for sure. She's gonna find her rhythm, she's gonna find her pace, and she's going to show us why she's number 10 in BC.
I'm very interested to see how she plays with the lead. Because we've only able to see her playing down as Diddy Kong in that matchup.
Yeah.
But when Diddy Kong gets a lead in this matchup and you're able to hold Banana and play on her platforms and things like that, and playing on a bigger stage, like that eventually becomes FD, which Diddy Kong loves to have, like something cool.
So people in BC, and especially my friend group, know best. MOX with the lead loves the shield button. She will grab Banana and she will hold down that shield button.
So the Jets completely turn off from what we saw
It's
earlier.
big. She's a big. This is what I mean by a vibes-based player. She will tempo shift insanely hard, like
that's-
really fast.
And that's usually the sign of a very, very strong player or one
Yeah.
who has a lot of ways to improve.
She's not afraid to play at whatever rhythm she wants to or needs to, or whatever rhythm she needs to match. She is an adaptable player for sure.
But the thing with that is, although like MOX, like, she's been doing very, very good, has been improving very, very quickly, we always have those people who've been playing for a long time and have very, very good adjustment adaptations like Tickle.
Yeah.
Like playing like very solo Pyra is a very, very quirky thing to do, but Tickle is so good at making mid-game adjustments in bad
Whoa!
timing situations. Like you think about down air, but I'm just gonna swoop underneath the ledge with the back air, like ice cream scoop Diddy Kong.
That makes sense that hit ledge, but I've never thought about that hitting ledge before.
Usually just think
That's
about down air and
crazy.
just send it to the bottom, but like being able to do that and make it ambiguous, because it's like, oh, let's slightly off in the down air.
It also, that back air starts at the bottom. The down air has to like go from the side down.
Yes.
That back air hits ledge right away.
Yep, rising crescents. But yeah, you have to be really careful when you roll against Tickle Nick. Everyone knows if you roll against Tickle Nick, you're getting down air and you're not in that spot.
No situation is safe against a character like this, that's for sure.
And it's so weird. Talk about Pyra, who's like really slow, slightly
Yeah.
floaty and things like that. But Tickle just is really good at placing hitboxes out and just feinting movements to make it really, really hard.
Well, the platform comes in clutch there for Tickle, making him able to avoid the ledge trap situation
Skipping the
that
ledge
most
trap.
likely would have been a stock there.
Ooh, okay, dare mini game. Let's see what you do. Yeah, play that corner.
But now you're guessing for your life here.
Tickle's just keeping like MOX like trapped.
Yeah, I mean, he's not about to mash on her shield in a bad way. That up smash is so fast.
Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah, good DI on that down tilt. If you hold in, you die there. Well, she probably would have to like done like Roar Bear or something like that. Oh, bad DI.
Yuck.
A little bit of combination, even with like the higher the higher ceiling. on
Oh,
Talon
she was
City.
right on the roll,
The
but didn't
rage.
quite pull the trigger in time. This is another thing when Mox gets antsy, that up smash is her best friend. But it's maybe a little bit more of a betrayal.
The forbidden
because-
fruit.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. The forbidden fruit. It's there, it's broken, but it's really, it becomes a little too much sometimes.
Hold it in on that. Tickle there just knew every single tech option, just like all the full download. Just recognized that Mox in the previous game was just going like straight to the wall,
Yeah.
like max speed, like an F1 drag racer, like I'm just gonna go at you
Absolutely,
kind of
yeah.
thing. And that's why it's like, okay, I'm gonna tech roll in. I'm gonna try to make it, put myself in a spot for like an up tilt or an up smash this range.
Yeah.
That's gonna get you caught, and that's the scary part.
Especially when you're down that much, you do become tempted to take the more aggressive options. Tech roll in, neutral tech. You want to get right back in the scrap. You don't want to give them an opportunity to put you more in the corner, but get punished and it takes your life there. Like ridiculously early percent.
I agree with running the stage back. I don't think the stage is the issue.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna mostly come down to like recognizing how Tickle's conditioning you. You have no jump. Careful.
Honestly, like you're gonna need the space for sure.
Yeah. Oh my! We have to be so careful. We keep tech rolling in, and it's becoming a huge, like insane, like shift that's making it harder for Mox to find her own openings. Constantly stuck in disadvantage.
I mean, one thing like about this character, Diddy Kong playing neutral against Pyra, if he has the banana, it's great. Because you can, anything he tries to come in on you with, that Tickle tries to come on you with, you're just going to be able to beat with like a jump forward banana. You're going to be able to whip punish so much easier. But if Pyra does get that banana in her hands, or banana gets stuck somewhere on the stage, God forbid, you are going to be in so much of a worse situation.
Double spot dodge, F smash it. Okay, I understand how the neutral is gonna be played. Or
You know what? That's how you can tell she's an ultimate kid.
that's true. Just gonna hit that raw damage.
We're pressing buttons out here, baby.
A little bit of Ratchet Diddy Kong is always gonna hurt someone, except now. You get hit by down air.
Yeah.
It's a little, maybe a little bit more shield would be a little less there.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing, is that if she gets antsy and starts overreaching like that, like we saw in game 2, it's gonna be rough chasing the lead like this. But I do like what she's doing now, utilizing the space of Town 4 was originally meant for, playing very slow and just making sure that she prioritizes getting the banana in her hands and looking to find the favorable interactions, and she does find it there. It pays off immediately.
I'm always very happy when I see people like biding their time and playing patience. Smash is a game where you play out 3 stocks over 7 minutes. Right now the time is a little bit not there right now. But like if you're
Yeah.
MOX and you spend like a minute and like someone's like not hard capping you, like if you do find that opening at the end, that's a huge thing. You spend that time. So there's a resource.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I always like to say as well. Like, time is a resource that is meant to be Never mind.
Yeah, side B, down strike. It's a true combo, but it's a very, very good option to catch you off guard if you don't let the air dodge run. Especially in a town and city with those smaller blastos on the side.
There's a combo there.
Yeah, this is good. You get a lot of oh, not ledge jump opportunity. You're going to get the
Sorry, I blinked and he fucking died.
Yeah,
like, that was crazy.
Slight misface on the up B. You're just going to go make a one-way ticket to the bottom of the stage.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
It does happen. Sometimes you mess up a little bit, you
Lapse
know.
of judgment, you know? Monkey flip off ledge, boom.
Yeah, I'm an American. We use like inches sometimes. There's like a little bit off.
Oh, yeah, true,
centimeters. Yeah. But Tickle's from BC. You should know that.
You know what? Miscalculations happen.
You know, it's the birthday, you know? When you
Yeah,
hit age 30, sometimes the centimeters are a little bit off.
Yeah, true.
In terms of like gauging the distance. The eyes aren't the same.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The vision's gone down a little bit. Happy birthday to Tickle, Nick, by the way. I don't know if I got mentioned on the stream.
Yeah, but seemingly what hasn't gone down is Tickle's reactions to these situations, surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing like a fresh 20-year-old right now. He's playing like a young man, that's for sure.
So you're saying Tickle's playing like the usual Xenoblade player?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Mox has an opportunity here. Are you able to get something like a back
One
air?
thing I do know, I don't think Tickle has ever played Xenoblade. Even though
Really?
he has Mythra as his profile picture from Xenoblade, like a frame from Xenoblade, he has never played it, which is a really funny fact.
Wait, so Tickle's the most ethical Xenoblade character? Oh, never mind, that's up.
F-Tilt does find that stock. I totally got distracted by that conversation.
Yeah.
He does find the stock in the end. Even though that game was last hit, it got put a little closer than Tickle might have thought it was going to be. But in the end, does clean it up. Pyra always going to be favored in those scrap hits. Diddy Kong needing to push you out to the ledge to find that kill. Yeah, we're good. And does end up finding set 3-0.